Welcome to Travel Vision 2020.
It's a collection of experience, insights, thoughts and perspectives on what it's about to be travel agents or in the travel industry in 2020 and beyond.
To get together as an industry and sort of have a bit of a chat and look at some things from a different perspective.
There is a future for thriving and growing travel agents in 2020 and beyond, but I do believe things are going to be a little bit different.
The role of the travel agent is still as crucial as ever. People still seek advice, they still want the expertise, they still want to go and find out where they can get the deal. They want the knowledge that the travel agent has. If something goes wrong, that there's someone on the ground for them to assist them. Understand consumer trends. I think that's really important, particularly you'll hear from some of the other speakers around this sort of tailoring specialisation area. You've got to be aware of that because you need to keep adapting your own business model. Everyone keeps talking about China from an inbound perspective. It's grown at around 20% for the best part of the last 17 years. Around 1 million visitors from the Chinese market every year coming into Australia. No doubt going to surpass New Zealand in the coming years. For the last 6 years, it's been the #1 market in terms of expenditure. Outbound compared to 2015 for the same period is up almost 6%. The inbound and the outbound markets are growing at the same time. It gives airlines more reason to be able to fly into a destination that's long haul like Australia.
We were the fountain of all knowledge. Like, we knew everything. If someone wanted to go to Lyon, they had to come to us or they had to go and buy a Lonely Planet guide.
People are travelling more and more, but they also have an access to a huge amount of information. So, and this information to them is making them well-resourced, but also thinking that they're more well-informed and have a huge amount of knowledge.
The money is going to spend itself somewhere.
Well, 65% of people actually do their research online, which is quite interesting. On average, nearly 50 searches are actually performed and across 38 different sites. And typically they read about a dozen reviews and spend about, this is kind of a bit staggering, 15 weeks on average researching. 15 weeks, that's a huge amount of time.
So the days of selling are over. Now, on the flip side, the market doesn't need to be sold to either anymore. So the market is very, very well informed. In fact, they're more informed than the agent.
That only 35% of these gross bookings are done online. Most of these transactions are still done through a travel agency.
Usually by the time people hit an agent, they've already decided. We should be surprised when people don't buy from an agent rather than when they do. We are not just giving out quotes anymore, we are actually helping people purchase what they know they want to do because they're well researched. They already know when they're going, they know where they're going, they know why they're going, they know why they want to go, they know what they want to do when they're there. You've got all the information you need, but you still can't make a decision because the internet didn't meet your needs. What they really need is someone to help them buy something. They don't need us to be salespeople, they need us to be a decision-making coach.
These tribes help you to understand, sort of in rough categories of how we can, who the different people are, but then also how we can sort of market and reach out and touch these people. Simplicity searches are a strong tribe, and for a travel agency, they're going to come to you, they want a package. We want your expertise, we want something that's unique. You are perfect fit for what we're looking for. Obligation meters. Prominent in the corporate space because you've got a particular place that you need to be at a particular time. But what often happens with these travellers as well, they have a leisure element to it. So they have that leisure or there's extra couple of days added onto it. And what we see quite often is that, especially in the corporate space, this opportunity is missed. Cultural purist, interesting tribe. So these people want to live like a local and are very much sharing economy type people. Great to communicate to them whilst they're away on unique experiences. So they're looking for something that is extremely niche, that nobody else has done. Reward seekers, and you're thinking, God, I deserve a reward because I have worked so damn hard. Something luxury, something nice, maybe somewhere nice and quiet. But boutique doesn't have to be the product, it can be the service as well. So they might go away for a glamping trip somewhere, but they want you to look after it and they don't want to have to worry about anything because they're exhausted. Ethical travellers, so they want to know about their carbon footprint and their impact that they're going to have on the earth and they're actually putting back. And then the most fascinating tribe, I think, is a social capital seeker. Go to a destination and take a photo of themselves and share it. So they want to be seen somewhere. Don't think it's just going to be the young people. Blue Rinse Set also like to share where they've been, and they're big users of social media. like with passports, everybody used to like to share the stamps, show how many stamps they had in their passports.